Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Vincent Must Die, the 2023 French film. This one flew a bit under the radar for a lot of people, but it's a strange, funny, and ultimately pretty bleak ride that I've been thinking about since I watched this film last night. Vincent is your average, quiet graphic designer, introverted, unremarkable, just trying to go through life and his mundane office job. One ordinary day, his young intern suddenly snaps and tries to murder him. Then his co-workers turn violent too. Vincent soon discovers the horrifying rule of his new reality. Anyone who makes direct eye contact with him is instantly overcome by an uncontrollable murderous rage. What begins as a personal nightmare quickly escalates into full-blown societal collapse. As this bizarre contagion spreads, Vincent is forced to go on the run, navigating a world that wants him dead. No one is safe, not strangers, not friends, and definitely not family. Overall, I enjoyed Vincent Must Die. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but it has a very distinct voice and some sequences that generally stand out. First off, the random attack scenes are fantastic. There's this constant tension where Vincent can't even look at people without risking his life. The film milks this concept for both suspense and dark comedy, and it works really well in the earlier and middle sections. I especially loved, in a twisted way, the scenes where random civilians and even vulnerable looking people suddenly turn into rage monsters. Speaking of which, I have to be honest here, the scenes where old people and children beat the shit out of the main character had me laughing way harder than I probably should have. There's one particular sequence involving an obese old woman that is extremely funny. I'm not entirely sure if the director intended those moments to be as hilarious as they were to me, but with my sick sense of humor, I was dying with laughter. The absurdity of it all just hit perfectly. If you also have a dark streak and a dark sense of humor like me, these parts might be highlights for you too. As the story progresses, the film shifts tone in a really effective way. It starts off almost like a black comedy thriller and gradually transforms into something much darker and more dystopian. I really liked the bleak atmosphere that settles in during the second and last half of the movie. The world, also the small details, abandoned streets and desperate survivors, and also the slow breakdown of civilization is quite impressive, and I reckon was handled well in this movie. The acting is superb across the board, especially from the lead actor, who carries most of the film on his shoulders with a perfect mix of vulnerability, exhaustion, and dry wit. And that ending, the final twist, is extremely bleak and depressing, as there is no hope for anyone involved and will eventually lead to disaster for, not really for mankind, but definitely for people in France. If you like films that don't feel the need to give you hope or closure, this one delivers in spades. That said, the movie isn't without its problems. My biggest issue is the pacing. This film is really long at almost 2 hours, and it drags in several places. I generally believe it could have shaved off at least 30 minutes to make the story tighter and more impactful. Some of the middle act scenes, especially the ones focused on the lead actor, feel repetitive and unnecessary, as the film doesn't explain why this is happening to the lead actor and also the general population. This slows the momentum right down when the film should be building towards something bigger. Those sections could and probably should have been trimmed or cut entirely without hurting. That would not hurt the overall story and the film, I reckon. Another criticism, which I said earlier, is the lack of explanation for what's happening to Vincent. The movie offers almost zero answers about the origin of this eye contact rage condition. While it didn't completely ruin the experience for me, I was still able to go along with the movie. It does leave a bit of a hole in the story that some viewers might find frustrating, but it shouldn't deter you from the overall movie experience. Vincent Must Die is an ambitious, sometimes uneven but often entertaining genre mashup. It combines dark humor, social commentary, and straight-up horror elements in a way that feels fresh. The strong acting, memorable attack sequences, and the pitch black ending are definite highlights, even if the pacing issues hold it back from being a totally great film. So my final rating for this movie is 3 out of 5 stars. It's a solid recommendation if you're looking for something different. And also, I didn't mind the different genres in the movie. As I said previously, there's elements of black comedy, horror, thriller, and also drama. And when you combine all those genres into a movie, it can become totally messy and uneven. For this movie, I actually didn't mind it. As I said previously, it is uneven in some circumstances, but overall, it's a pretty enjoyable one. So if you haven't seen this movie, do check it out because it's pretty good. And so if you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like and comment on my videos. Feel free to share my videos as well. So until the next one, have a great day, everyone.